Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you the debut of the finished Citadel. Well, it's not entirely finished, but finished enough so I can give you the debut of it. Anyway, I've talked about the Citadel before. It's basically going to be the starting point for the mass wall that will surround the area. But now it's mostly finished, aside from the track I was telling you all about once before. Now, there's only one way up at the moment, and it's these ladders here. Oh no you don't. Anyway, these ladders lead up here. So, what do you think so far, guys? Just like in the old Camelot, we've got a massive light tower, and we've implemented these street lamps in here now. And this glass dome to protect against phantoms. Now, just like back in Camelot, we've implemented snow golem defenses. Now, there isn't any sort of glass dome around here because it was just going to be no point, really. Because otherwise, they're not going to be able to protect themselves at all. I mean, just saying. Anyway, like I said, the track hasn't been completed yet, but I have, however, finished digging the tunnel. It's come up to about there. I'm either going to continue digging it up the hill and continue coming along that way, or I'll dig down near the shoreline and come up that way. I'm thinking of the second one. It seems a little more likely that that'll be easier. It'll be easier to camouflage that one. The bright side of being camouflage is no mobs will attack you once you're inside. Anyway, we added this glass dome, like I said, to protect against the phantoms coming into attack. Unfortunately, since it's made of glass, the daylight sensors on the streetlights still work. Now, the Citadel is nothing fancy, obviously, but at least it's something. Fix that. Anyway, there are two ways to get up onto the wall, and I'm probably going to add like a fourth and a fifth, third and a fourth. So obviously there's that supply room, and then there's this small but humble barracks over here. Now, obviously they're nothing fancy. This is meant to be like a military base after all. Anyway, one other thing I've added recently is an underlevel to the storage here. You may recognize this from my last video I did. Ta-da! A cobblestone generator to make repairs and improvements to the Citadel if needed. Like, say we had like a team on this world and they started building up their own kingdom, they came to attack us with like, say, TNT cannons outside the fort Citadel. They could then use the cobblestone generator to repair the damage. Now, just give you the layout, guys. What I'm going to do is, when I'm confident that I'm ready, all the other citadels are in place, and the other walls at Camelot are finished, I'm going to start up connecting the walls together. So I'm probably going to have a citadel on that hill over there, one over there, switching round there a good bit into the forest, then coming round from Camelot's other side and onto the shoreline, making a good protective grid. I'll imply the same sort of defense system, bridges that will have snow golems on them to defend, not to mention snow golems actually on the walls. I've already sort of started marking out a bit on that wall, but it's not completely finished. It's getting there. Anyway, then I intend to build track systems like I'm going to build for this one. They'll go to each of them, and they'll be made completely, if possible, of power rails to shoot you back and forth from the Citadels to Camelot as well fast as a bullet if possible. The idea is that with that will be a transport supplies to and from each Citadel in times of emergency, not to mention to evacuate if it ever comes down to it. Of course, guys, because like I said once before in one of my past videos, I am looking into trying to get a certain Stargate modification that I've seen for this Minecraft mod. If we can, we'll place Stargates in every one of the Citadels, including this one, which will allow for transportation between them instantaneously. Not to mention if we can use the ring transport that will allow us to transport much further a good distance. Not to mention, with that, we can even place ones out in the ground areas like over here to escape from monsters, or to secretly escape. And if we can, I've seen once before that someone has actually built the lost city of Atlantis, not the as in the Greek myth, as in Stargate series. If we do, I'll probably place it somewhere along that mountain range. That way, you would instantly have defenses, because Atlantis has a super strong shield able to protect it for 10,000 years of being under an ocean, so it could easily protect us if we just expand it. Not to mention, with all of that area under our control, we'll have much unlimited resources. We could build dozens of cobblestone generators to create more, grow lumber in this valley over here, here as well as in that valley over there. And once we have complete control, we'll be completely safe and sound. There's no way any mob could get past it. I mean, an Ender Dragon, and say an Ender Dragon attacking us, we could easily try and take it on because we would have good defenses. Every time the Ender Dragon came down, the snow golems would barrage him with everything they've got. Literally dozens of snowballs coming at him from those towers. It would be too much, and from what I've seen, it's similar to what happens with a Phantom. Something hits the Ender Dragon, it would no doubt fly back up to reassess the situation. That's the whole idea of these Phantom defenses. It's meant to keep them away. I know what you're thinking. If I've got this glass dome, why put Phantom defenses in at all? Well, think about it, guys. We've got that mine down there, and I will have miners coming in and out, obviously, even when the place is complete. So they'll need some defenses. At least this way they've got some limited defenses. You know, it's kind of odd. There used to be dozens of Phantoms here, and yet now I've got all these defenses in place. They're too chicken to show themselves. Hang on, I'm gonna go on a bit. What's the matter, Phantoms? Too chicken? Phantoms? More like chickens. Come out and fight. Weird. They don't want to show themselves. Anyway, the light tower is one of the more complicated things to build because we sort of ran out of glowstone quite some time ago. I went into the nether and... Whoa! Hello! See ya! Okay, maybe I need to implement some extra snow golem to stop that from happening again. Anyway, like I was saying, I had to go into the nether a rather long way to find more glowstone. But on the bright side, I found a load of extra resources while I was doing that. See? Last dome protection. Take that, sucker! Yeah. Guess all you want, you're not getting through that glass dome. Anyway, with that, I was also to make a lot more street lamp, implementing a load of them both here and back in Camelot. Not to mention, look really closely, guys. I built a light tower similar to the one here at the Citadel on top of my castle. Its design is so we can find our way back if we get lost. That one's mainly just for decoration back in Camelot, but this one's for... well, that one is meant for that purpose. To help us find our way back if we get lost. Now, unfortunately, guys, we ran into some problems with collecting materials. Because even with the mass mine I had in that new wall section area, there was still not a lot of iron. We used a lot of it to replace the iron golems that got burned away when the defenses leaked the lava castle. But fortunately, I went on a little excursion across the ocean, past the villages, to a massive open area. Seriously though, guys, I might actually do a video on that area because it's beautiful out there. And I found this huge ravine connected with mine shafts and everything. There was redstone, gold, iron, coal, so much I couldn't carry it all back. I found so much, including, when I was out the first time, I found some of those weak points between our world and the nether. You know, those things where you find partially broken nether portals. Anyway, by going out there, I collected lots of iron and brought it back for smelting. At least 3 full stacks of it. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you all next time.